In a BBC interview just a few minutes ago, King Charles III, head of the royal family, has declared Harry's old properties to be converted into homeless shelters. What? That was a big snapback at Harry. But what could be the motive for doing so? Why would the royal palace decide to give out their property to people that aren't of royal blood? It looks pretty off-putting. Was it simply to piss off Harry and Meghan, or is there more to this new endeavor? Tune in to find out. This new revelation comes out after Harry and Meghan left their royal duties to live in LA. They were effectively evicted from their old homestead across the Atlantic after King Charles ordered them to leave their royal residence in what appears to be a move against the late Queen's wishes. And while some Sussex detractors are in favor of this move, one royal expert and historian believes that this was a terrible idea in terms of keeping up appearances. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex can no longer call Frogmore Cottage their own, despite Queen Elizabeth gifting the property to them in 2018. The couple has invested heavily in the refurbishment of their home, with rental fees and remodeling works totaling £2.4 million. Despite this, the property is still owned by the Crown Estate. Reports suggest that on January 11th, Harry and Meghan were told they can no longer live at Frogmore Cottage, although this news did not break out in the media until March 1st. Although King Charles's decision was made in secret and out of the public eye, many online have speculated whether the publication of Harry's sweeping memoir, Spare, played a role in King Charles's motivations. Instead, by evicting the couple from the Queen's generous gift of Frogmore Cottage, King Charles is going directly against the conciliatory style of her late Majesty. Worse, he has conflated the problem of the Sussexes with that of Prince Andrew by asking the latter to relinquish his larger home, the Royal Lodge, and move into Frogmore Cottage. Big mistake. The optics are terrible. Britain's response to the news has, on the whole, been gleeful. On one level, the vitriol is understandable. Dr. Tessa Dunlop commented in the Mirror. Prince Harry had just lobbed several verbal hand grenades at his family and the former institution to which he belonged, but he did so from a position of weakness, on the outside, in pain and feeling sidelined. So it seems the whole intention of going after the royal family was to get some empathy back from the public and maybe an apology from the king himself for his mistreatment towards Harry and the alleged racism towards his wife Meghan. But no, instead, the king decides to fire back by giving the Frogmore Cottage to Prince Andrew. Wow, talk about making a bold statement. Why would he give that property to his brother who was in a bad spot in the public's eye? When news broke out that the prince was friends with convicted child trafficker Jeffrey Epstein, it was a quick death to Prince Andrew's reputation. He was even kicked out of Buckingham Palace, barred from using his HRH, His Royal Highness moniker, following his association with pedophile Epstein. Also lost his patronages last year. He was told face-to-face by his own mother that he would no longer be known as His Royal Highness. So why would King Charles favor Prince Andrew over Prince Harry, his own son? Reports suggest that Prince Andrew will be leaving Royal Lodge along with his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, which is reportedly being lined up for William and Kate. His Majesty is furious, as is William. But the king is not a bad man. He has no wish to see his brother Andrew homeless or penniless. Royal Lodge is far too grand and much too big for Prince Andrew's current status, plus it is geared towards children, with its windy house and pool, so of course it has long been the natural choice for Prince William. Sources say that Frogmore Cottage has been offered to Andrew on a take-it-or-leave-it basis, adding Andrew can have Frogmore Cottage or nothing, which is a hard blow to Harry to know what was once his property has now been given up to Andrew of all people. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have received email correspondence about the coronation from King Charles, their office said Saturday night, strongly suggesting they've been invited to attend the landmark event. Harry assumed that this is one of the ways the royal family has decided to issue an apology to the exiled couple, but the friends of the royals have completely dismissed that notion. What do you guys think? Should Meghan and Harry accept the invitation, or should they just stay in LA? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.